Man suddenly realized with horror, some dirt and twigs were floating in the air. Mike was puzzled and knelt down to check. Finally, he realized, as long as they exceeded a certain range, the dirt and branches would fall. Realizing that there might be something underground, Mike dug down hard. Sure enough, there was a glass jar in the dirt. Inside the jar was a mysterious ball of light. Mike stared at the ball of light and suddenly became excited, because yesterday he discovered there was a mysterious secret room in the neighbor's cellar. He thought it was built by his neighbor Jace. Mike was about to report his neighbor Jace to the police. Unexpectedly, Jace told him the room existed 10 years ago when he moved to town. He was able to travel to a strange planet through it. If the secret room hadn't been discovered by Mike, the old man would never have told him the secret. Mike didn't believe Jace, until Jace took out some photos and showed them to him. Then Mike believed Jace. Jace didn't mince words. He decided to take Mike on a hands-on experience. But here's the strange thing. This time they waited in the chamber for a long time, but the room didn't respond. Jace thought there was something wrong with the chamber. He immediately took a closer look. Finally, he found a raised piece of metal on the door. He pulled it out with all his might. Inside was a disc of blue light. Inside the disc was a spherical cavity. He now remembered. The hollow seemed to hold the light orb. Mike was excited. He brought the ball of light to the metal chamber, carefully took out the ball of light. As soon as the orb approached the disc, it was sucked in, but the ball seemed to be low on energy. The light dimmed in an instant. It seemed he had to recharge the ball. Mike found 2 wires and a generator. He attached the wires to the disc. Then Mike called Jace, and they're ready to witness the success. As the generator was activated, a powerful electric current rushes through the orb. The orb instantly lights up, but it also caused the cellar to shake. As the orb fills with energy, a massive energy field spreads. Jace and Mike were stunned. When they woke up again, the disc was full of energy. In anticipation of Mike, Jace leads him into the chamber. With a blinding light, the door to the chamber was opened. Jace tells Mike they're here. Mike walked out of the chamber excitedly. At this moment, he was truly on another planet. Mike couldn't help but marvel at the magnificent view. Looking at the hatch in the room that led off the planet, Mike really wanted to go out and see it, and he had Jace's support. In fact, Jace had already made a spacesuit. He was just too old to venture out. After checking the suit several times, Mike stepped out of the hatch. Jace was nervous that something might happen to Mike. Mike's laughter soon put Jace's fears to rest. Mike wasn't satisfied with the front of the room. He wanted to explore a little further away. Jace agreed, but told him to stay safe at all times. Jace was envious of Mike's figure, but then Mike let out a cry of surprise. He saw a couch under a rock. But how could this be on an alien planet? Mike was about to go and find out. Jace asked Mike not to do it, but Mike went anyway. Jace felt a twinge of unease, and the next thing he knew, Mike's screams came over the intercom.